Crystal City and DeSoto getting set to do battle here in this Jefferson County Conference boys basketball matchup. Both teams are undefeated in conference play. Both are 3-0. Somebody's going to take their first loss tonight, Dave, and we'll see who wants it more.
Should be a great matchup. We're just getting set to go here on JCTV.
Tip is won by DeSoto as they're wearing white with green. It's Adam Jones, Taylor Karen, John Krodinger, Tyler Riendo, and Corey DeClue. Jump shot from the top, no good by DeClue. Rebound, stick back is there. Adam Jones able to finish for DeSoto. They take the 2-0 lead.
Nobody underneath to box him out. Jones right underneath the basket. Crystal's got to do a better job of that.
Crystal City wearing all black. Here's the dump inside for Santos, and he can't hit the shot. That running layup, too strong. DeSoto gathers the rebound. They bring it down court. At the free throw line for DeClue. Turns, gives up top for Jones. Jones dribbles in, jump stop. Shot blocked away by Lance Cannon. Back come the Hornets looking to tie.
And Crystal City on defense has their two quickest defenders on Krodinger and Jones, the two biggest threats for DeSoto from the outside.
Shanklin's going to take it to the basket. Jump stop. He got bumped and fouled on his way there. And a foul on DeSoto. 6:58 to play first quarter. 2-0 Dragons. First personal foul on DeSoto. First team foul, I should say. It's on Jones. Crystal City works it into the left corner for Santos. Dump inside the paint for Cannon. Nice spin move. Layup too strong. Rebound to Krodinger. Back come the Dragons. Right side wing beyond three to Jones. Backdoor cut. Krodinger caught too far under the basket. Pass up to the top is thrown to the backcourt, but it was tipped by the Hornet defenders. No over and back.
So far, both teams playing within themselves. You thought they might be a little bit too anxious tonight, but they've been okay so far.
Here's a layup attempt. Finger roll, no good by DeClue. But the rebound to DeSoto and a foul called against Crystal City underneath.
Somebody went over the back of Tyler Riendo as he was able to come down with that rebound underneath. Riendo, just an athlete, Ryan. I know you talked about that in the past. He's about 5'11", but he plays inside, outside. He can do it all.
Foul was on Jake Beeler, his first. First team foul on Crystal City. 2-0 Dragons. Ball brought up to the top to Krodinger. Dumps it inside to Riendo. Ball tipped away and stolen by Beeler. Crystal City looking to get on the board. We're 2 minutes into the first quarter. Crystal has yet to score. Lob pass to the free throw line to Cannon. Turns. Can't find anyone in the post. Fires it left wing and a tip out of bounds by the DeSoto defense.
Be interesting to see DeSoto in that man-to-man defense. They're without John Brimmer, their big man, 6'7" tonight. He is sick. That's a big loss on the inside. Another person to help guard Lance Cannon. So
what a crossover by Santos as he makes a move down low and he's fouled. Free throws coming up for Jay Santos.
Joao Santos has really emerged as a nice ball player. We knew coming in he had some skills, but we didn't know how he would play the American style of basketball, play that team style, and Coach Breeze is really, really excited about the way he's progressed.
Joao Santos to the free throw line where he shoots just 42% and misses the first one. He averages 12.7 points per game. Has a better shooting percentage from beyond the three-point arc than he does at the free throw line. He'll hit one of two. Crystal's on the board. It's 2-1.
Crystal City, not a very good free throw shooting team. That's one thing they have to do well, especially if this game's close down the stretch.
Taylor Karen over the timeline for the Dragons. Comes to the left wing. Inside the arc, cut off on the baseline. Swing pass, right wing Jones. Down low, right block DeClue. Turns around, fires it up, rims out, no good. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds. It will be DeSoto ball. It'll stay with the Dragons.
You say that ball was knocked off of Lance Cannon. Our vantage point, it looked like it was off DeSoto, but benefit of the doubt goes to the Dragons.
Lob inside for Krodinger, and he's fouled. He tried to take it up strong. He drew the personal foul. Free throws coming up. Shanklin picks up the personal.
Shanklin got a little bit of the body, a little bit of Krodinger's hand there, and it's a good call by the referee right on top of it.
Krodinger, the team's leading scorer for the Dragons, averaging 12.5 per game. First free throw up and no good. 63% free throw shooter for the season, but he misses the first.
DeSoto's really improved their free throw shooting since that Gene Steichhorst tournament, Ryan.
He will hit 1 of 2. 3-1, DeSoto on top. Quickly to the rim is Shakelin, and he travels. Carry against Jericho Shakelin. He tried to make a little bit too much happen on his own, and he got caught.
Got a little excited there to Jericho, and good call by the referee once again. Three-man referee crew, that's very, very important, and especially in a game like this.
To the top, here's the 3, let go by DeClue, rims out, no good. Big rebound for Santos. He brings it down court. Lost the handle, picks it back up. No look pass, left wing underneath to Cannon, in and out of his hands. Hindman will take the jumper from there, misses too strong. Still 3-1 DeSoto, both teams off to a struggling start from the field. Here's Jones making a move to the basket. He lost the handle. It's out of bounds, back to Crystal City.
Good job by Hindman getting that ball out of bounds. Knocking that ball out of bounds, I should say, as Crystal City, Justin Vaughn checks into the game. Scrappy little ball player.
Justin Vaughn coming in for Jake Beeler. Crystal City came in 13-1 overall for the season, Dave. DeSoto at 9-6. The Hornets have not lost, nor have they been involved in a lot of close games really this year.
Well, this is one they're going to get tested, so they're ready to go. I think they're ready to go. Coach Breeze has his guys prepared.
Shakelin makes a move inside the arc, lost the handle. The ball's loose, knocked out of bounds. It'll be DeSoto basketball.
Right now, Shakelin playing a little bit out of control. He'll give you that sometimes. He gives you that 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, but he does play a little bit out of control sometimes, and he's really going to have to control his emotions, especially tonight.
Shakelin with a near steal at midcourt, and a pass intended for Jones. Knocked out of bounds. DeSoto will re-inbound on the far side at midcourt.
Brandon O'Day is going to check in for DeClue, and again, Brimmer not playing, so it'll be DeClue and O'Day trying to guard Lance Cannon tonight.
DeSoto inbounds it to Karen. Karen at the top of the key, now left wing. Up top, Krodinger, bounces right block. Shot blocked away by Cannon. O'Day had his shot blocked by Lance Cannon, his second block already. Vaughn up high, kicks it out to Santos up top. Vaughn trying to dribble penetration. Santos will. He missed it. Can't hit the lay-in. The rebound to the right wing, and fouled on the play is Stuart Mason. And the pickup foul-wise will be against Taylor Karen.
Beeler checking back into the game. That's something to watch for tonight. Jake Beeler. Heard he was feeling a little bit sick tonight, so we'll see how many minutes he can go, because that's a big part of Crystal City's defense and offense. He can score a little bit.
They bounce it underneath for Beeler, lost the handle, and the ball's picked up by DeSoto. Steal by Tyler Riendo. 3 from the top, no. Karen instead dumps it in for O'Day. Kicks it out to Jones. On the baseline, cut off. Passes to the wing to Krodinger. Up top, Karen, open 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Santos. Back come the Hornets.
We will be joining the KJFF here in just a moment.
Here's a dump inside for Lance Cannon. Nice feed from Santos. And Crystal City ties the game up at 3 with 3:20 to play here in the first. We'll take a break. We'll bring it back here in just a few moments as we're getting set to join the radio coverage as the State of the State has come to a close. So we'll be picking up the coverage with KJFF here in just a second. Welcome to DeSoto here on 1400 KJFF. We are in the midst of this first quarter as Crystal City takes on DeSoto. It's a 3-3 ball game. Low-scoring affair. Both teams really trying to figure each other out.
Absolutely. A couple turnovers for Crystal City already, and defense, and both teams just one field goal through the first 4 minutes and 40 seconds of this first quarter, Ryan. But again, the emotions of this game, both teams undefeated coming in. DeSoto and Crystal City. Crystal City's been as good as they've been in a long time. And this is a very, very high emotion game.
DeSoto breaks through the press quickly. Layup for Tyler Riendo, and DeSoto takes the lead 5-3.
Riendo got behind Jericho Shanklin. He's supposed to be the last line of defense. Shanklin losing position a little bit.
Hornets will look to tie it again. Cannon with a ball fake, left wing, and he is called for traveling. Too pretty of a move, and the ball goes back to DeSoto after the turnover. Inbound to O'Day. Crystal's going to press. Karen over the timeline. Into the left corner for Riendo. Pass to the top for Jones. Wide open for three. Pinballs through. And DeSoto goes up 8-3.
You've got to get a hand in Adam Jones' face. He is as good as it gets in this conference as far as shooting the three. Whenever he has an open look, though, he can knock it down.
5-point lead for DeSoto. Into the right corner for Vaughn. Dump inside for Beeler. Nice move. Reverse layup for Lance Cannon. Great feed. No look pass by Beeler, finding Cannon underneath. And it's DeSoto who brings it over the timeline. Jones between the circles. Left side wing for Karen. Trying to create. Dumps it inside O'Day. O'Day trying to back his way in on Cannon. Nice little move. He just hands it off to Riendo. He drives in and scores. Riendo with 4 points. DeSoto up 10-5. Shanklin between the circles. Pulls up for three. Buries it. And it's a 2-point game.
Shanklin showing no fear pulling that three from the left wing.
Now it's DeSoto's turn with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first. DeSoto up 10-8. Got started a little bit late tonight. Here's a wide open three for Riendo from the top. Pinballs out and then back through.
That's that DeSoto bounce right there. Nice little home cooking on that bounce.
Yeah, a little home cooking bouncing going on for DeSoto as they gone up by 5, 13-8. Santos at the top, dribbles inside the arc, now finger rolls it up and missed it. Off to the left side, and DeSoto back in transition to the rim is Krodinger, and he is fouled on the play. They're gonna call a goaltend. Lance Cannon tried to block it away, and Krodinger will get the credit for the bucket. And now they're gonna talk about it.
One referee says the basket counts and the foul, I believe, or maybe not the foul, but Cannon moved the backboard when he hit that, so that might be what he's talking about. So the basket does count is what the referee says.
Krodinger gets credit for the 2-point bucket. He's got 3, and he also has the foul, so he is gonna shoot free throws. Lance Cannon called for his first. DeSoto on top, 15-8. Krodinger, a great shooter, averaging 12.5 per game. He was at the free throw line earlier and was 1 for 2. You see DeClue back in for DeSoto, replacing Brandon O'Day. Free throw is good. John Krodinger with 4, DeSoto up 16-8. They've doubled up Crystal City.
One big thing, you mentioned O'Day and DeClue as the pass is stolen on the inside. John Brimmer not playing for DeSoto tonight. He is sick.
Bad pass by Shanklin. Here's a 3 left wing, buried by Krodinger. Shanklin created the turnover, just making a bad pass down to the post. And now Shanklin gets hit and fouled as Riendo was trying to come in defensively. That 3-point bucket by Krodinger puts DeSoto up 19-8.
Crystal City a little bit shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, 3 minutes ago it was a 3-3 ball
Yes,
game.
it was.
Both teams have really picked up the pace on offense. Santos right wing beyond 3. Skip pass far side, tipped, and Vaughn can't run it down. Instead it's Krodinger, spin move, missed it, put back, off the mark, second time no good. Both missed by Jones. And it's Santos down court. He lost the handle. Called for traveling with 11.6 seconds left in the first. The ball goes back to DeSoto on another Crystal turnover.
And you would think a coach would call a timeout here, but there's only 11 seconds left. Don't waste the timeout in this situation. However, yeah, both teams a little bit out of control. That's tough for DeSoto. 4 chances on that try on the offensive end without a finger in their face, and they weren't able to convert.
Vaughn near the free throw line, hands off to Santos between the circles. Vaughn throws it up way too strong. It goes over the backboard and then out of bounds with 1.4 left. So DeSoto Quickly inbounds, heaved up a half-court shot by Kroedinger, off the mark, but at the end of one, DeSoto leads Crystal City 19-8. We're back in 60 seconds on 1400 KJFF.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
To 8 is our score. Crystal City down to DeSoto. And the Hornets will start off with the basketball, down by 11. Crystal City came in 13-1 on the season. Having beaten some pretty good teams along the way. Festus last week, Potosi early on in the season, already beat St. Pius once. But right now, DeSoto's got the better of them.
Crystal City with 5 first-quarter turnovers. I think the nerves were a little bit there.
Shanklin in the baseline corner left side. Dribbles in, inside to Beeler. Kick out at the top. 3-ball by Santos. Strong off the back iron. Rebound. Putback is missed by Beeler, but there to clean up is Lance Cannon. A couple of good offensive boards by Crystal City. Keeps that possession alive, and they get points.
Give Jake Beeler a lot of credit because he is out of position there, and he fought his way to get that first rebound.
19-10. DeSoto still with the lead. DeClue dumps it inside, and the spin move by Riendo lost the handle. It was stripped away by the Hornets defense and out of bounds. Still DeSoto ball. Adam Jones will be the trigger man. In the paint to Kroedinger, and he's fouled. 3 defenders right there. He just caught it and forced it up. Good, smart move, because he knew he was going to draw contact.
Not sure who they got on that foul. It could have been any of the 3. It was Shanklin. That's 2 on Shanklin. He's got to watch out. If he goes out of this game, Crystal City loses the trigger man for this offense.
Absolutely. Kroedinger hits the first free throw.
And Crystal only dresses 8. They have 10 guys tonight, but two JV players they brought up. They really only dress 8 and play 7 on a rotation.
Kroedinger hits 1 of 2. 10-point lead for DeSoto, 20-10. 7 minutes to go in the half. Shanklin, left wing, bounce pass baseline for Santos. Drives in, layup good.
Nice little pass by Shanklin. A good baseline dribble drive penetration by Joao Santos.
Lead is down to 8. The dump inside, tipped and stolen by Shanklin. Pass down court, taken right back by Karen.
That was a lazy pass by Shanklin.
And Karen almost threw it away. Shanklin almost steals it near midcourt, knocking it out of bounds. DeSoto inbounds on their side of the floor, up 20-10. 6:35 remaining in the first half. Karen in traffic, pump fakes, and now forces up the jumper, missed it, rebound Cannon. Shanklin, left corner for Santos, up top for Beeler, ball fake, dribbles inside the arc, throws up a prayer, tried to draw contact. No call by the referee. Back comes DeSoto after clearing the rebound. Here's Riendo to the rim, and he's fouled. He took it right to Lance Cannon and drew the foul.
That's the second on Lance Cannon. 2 big guns, really, for Crystal City. Shanklin and Cannon both with 2 fouls. I mean, you really don't know if they have a choice. They've got to keep them in the ball game because you're so short on depth.
Free throw by Riendo is good.
That's the one thing, Ryan, we talked about. Actually, Cannon's going to come out of the game, but That's the one thing we talked about coming into the season was Crystal City's got the talent. Do they have enough depth to go through this entire season with only 8 players?
Riendeau will hit 1 of 2, but the rebound is run down by Corey DeClue. And DeSoto will reset with a 9-point lead and 6 minutes to go in the half. Karen up high between the circles. Comes left wing. Turns right. Hands off to Krodinger. Down low. Little turnaround. Fade away. Off the mark by DeClue. Rebound. Crystal had it for a moment. Now it's Karen with it to the rim. Missed it. Layup no good. Rebound. Shanklin.
And they have Crystal City has no inside presence really. Hyndman is the one that's guarding DeClue. And DeClue's got about 2 inches on him. They're going to feed DeClue all night.
Shanklin spins in the paint. Can't hit the shot. Rebound is to DeSoto. Dragons up by 9, 21-12, 5:20 to play in the second quarter. Karen in trouble, dumps it down low. Right block to Krodinger, ball stripped away, stolen by Stuart Mason. Good defense by Crystal City. Ahead left wing for Vaughn. 3-ball on the way too strong. Rebound is Soto.
And right now, Crystal City, you can tell offensively, they really still have those jitters for, I don't know if it's at DeSoto or what, but they've got those jitters.
Here's Riendeau driving in. His shot blocked and knocked out of bounds by Joe Hyndman.
And Shanklin got away with a reach-in foul. That could have been very dangerous, number 3 right there.
And a timeout will be taken by Coach Sean Breeze of Crystal City. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will leave it here. 4:50 to play first half. 9-point lead for DeSoto so far. Playing well here in their home digs.
DeSoto playing the way that they're usually going to play. They're just going to smother you defensively. Crystal City has 6 turnovers in the early going already, so it's just a matter of, can Crystal City slow things down? They've got the quickness to break this DeSoto pressure. But again, DeSoto probably defensively the quickest team in all of Jefferson County, and that's going to make it very tough. They've got to start running their offense because they're trying to force things too quickly. They don't have guys in good position to rebound. Crystal City just has to do a better job of running their offense and kind of slowing the pace down. I know that's not something they like to do, but that might be what they need to do here.
DeSoto will have the basketball. Inbounding is Adam Jones. Far side, dangerous pass, but into the corner to Riendeau. Now they work it in for O'Day. Shot off the window is good on the little fall away.
And there's nothing Cannon can do. He went right after Lance Cannon. Cannon back into the game with 2 fouls, and he doesn't want to pick up number 3.
11-point DeSoto lead. Left wing for Santos. Hands off to Shanklin. What a no-look pass underneath for Cannon. What a spin move to get around O'Day and lays it home.
And we see Shanklin do that all the time, that baseball pass, the no-look pass, and that was almost a 30-foot pass to Cannon, and he caught it right underneath the basket.
He's got amazing vision. Takes a few too many chances, but he has great vision. And Karen's called for traveling. He got stuck in no man's land, no teammates to dish off to. Passing lane closed, defense surrounded him, and he traveled.
And Coach Davis taking him out. I'm sure Coach Davis is going to tell him, listen, go after Lance Cannon. If he blocks your shot, he blocks your shot, but try and pick up his 3rd foul. That will be huge if Cannon picks up number 3.
Crystal with a chance to trim it down even further. Right now they trail by 9. Right corner for Beeler. Now to Shanklin. Puts it on the floor. Skip pass, far side, tipped, but into the arms of Santos. And he had his pocket picked by Gimmer. Gimmer to the rim. Layup is no good. They called it charge. Joe Hyndman stood his ground, and Matt Gimmer is called for the charge.
And Hyndman had great position. Gimmer showing no fear, but Hyndman well underneath. Right where he's supposed to be, had his feet set and didn't move. Great job by Joe Hyndman.
Hyndman did a pretty good acting job too, getting his arms together at the very last second, setting his feet. That's how you're told to do it.
Exactly, I think that's just more for protection, but Gimmer came in hard.
5-second call against Jericho Shanklin. It didn't look like Riendeau was on him that closely, but the referee started that count.
That's a tough call because Riendeau wasn't really guarding him close, but you got to be aware. If the referee's moving his arms, he's counting, so you've got to be aware if you're Jericho Shanklin.
Into the corner for O'Day. He's going to put up a 3. Missed it. Rebound, Riendo. Back up, no good, and the rebound hauled down by Cannon. Back come the Hornets. Crystal City down by 9. 3 minutes to go in the half. Shanklin, pass down low to Hyndman. He can't handle it. Out of bounds. Back to DeSoto after the turnover.
Crystal City right now just not really playing like themselves. I don't know if it's the atmosphere or what, but you can tell they're a little bit nervous.
Gimmer up top controlling. Right wing beyond 3 to Riendo. Now up top to Clue. Gimmer into the corner. Riendo moves up to the wing. Picks up the dribble now. Dumps it inside to Clue. Got free for a moment. Big block by Cannon again. DeClue did not take it up strong. He hesitated and he paid for it. Hyndman for the free throw line. Shot rims out. Rebound tipped to Gimmer of DeSoto. Riendo passes off right wing to Clue. He'll put up the 3. Missed it. Rebound Shanklin. Down court, left wing, Cannon. He lost the handle. It was stripped away, and DeSoto with another steal. Riendo's going to challenge Shanklin. Misses the shot high off the glass. Cannon the rebound, and then a foul on DeSoto as Gimmer was reaching in, trying to strip that ball away from the Crystal City big man.
And I want to give Jericho Shanklin a lot of credit, as well as Tyler Riendo. Riendo did the right thing. He knows Shanklin has 2 fouls. He came right after Shanklin. Shanklin challenged him till the very last second and then pulled off, and Riendo was a little bit out of control there. That's why he missed that that layup, because he was a little bit out of control. But both players did the right thing. Shanklin just came out with the better end of that.
Yeah, he was expecting a little more contact, hence the shot way too strong off the glass. Crystal City looking to dump it inside, and now a foul's been called underneath on Crystal City. Joe Hyndman out of control. He's called for the charge. Ball's back to DeSoto with 1:39 left. Crystal City just cannot get any kind of momentum going on offense.
Just very tough right now, and DeSoto's defense is very, very good. We knew that coming in, but Crystal's not helping themselves at all.
Gimmer on the right wing beyond the arc. Hands off to Jones. Jones now dribbling up high. Left wing Riendo. Now it's DeClue to Gimmer. 1:10 remaining in the first half. DeSoto up 23-14. There's a pass to Krodinger coming in, and a hold is going to be called against Santos as he tried to hold back Krodinger. Otherwise, he could have had a wide open layup attempt.
Santos did a good job. He got beat by Krodinger, just held him by the jersey, but Santos is pleading his case, saying that on the screens, they're holding him, and when they're trying to set screens for Krodinger, DeSoto's holding him but not getting the call. That's a tough call to get if you're on the defensive end.
Krodinger shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. The first one pinballs through, gives DeSoto a 10-point lead. John Krodinger with a game-high 9 points. Missed the second. Strong rebound by Beeler. A minute remaining, 10-point lead for DeSoto. Crystal City with the basketball. Dribbling up top. Shanklin picks up the dribble now. Dumps it inside the arc to Hyndman. He'll hand off to Shanklin, who drives in. Hit the bottom of the backboard with his layup attempt, and DeSoto picks up the loose ball. Left corner, given to Jones. Puts it on the floor, heads up to the wing. Now between the circles, middle of the floor to Riendo. Right wing, Gimmer. Up top to receive, Krodinger. Now it's to Clue, dumping it inside to Riendo. Tipped by Shanklin and stolen. Down court for Santos. Layup, finger roll, rims out. And DeSoto gets the rebound. They survive that little onslaught.
Wow.
It's happened a couple times now to Crystal. A couple of rim outs. Ball loose on the floor. Santos picks it up. He is fouled by Krodinger. Good hands by Santos to pick that one up, and it's going to be Joel going to the free throw line after the foul by Krodinger, which will be his second. A 1-and-1 coming up here for Santos with 3 seconds left.
These are big for Joao. I think if they can cut this to a single-digit lead before half, that would be huge because Crystal has not played very well in the first half. DeSoto hasn't really played their best basketball either. They've made a few mistakes as well, but they've hit the shots when they've needed to. They've knocked a few more shots down, and that's been the difference so far.
First free throw, no good. A rebound tipped, and Evola's got it. Heaves it up before half, no good. At halftime, a low-scoring affair. DeSoto leads it 24-14 over Crystal City. We'll take a 2-minute break and return to DeSoto High School after this on KJFF.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.
Welcome to Automotive Technology at Jefferson College, where students learn important industry skills every day.
I'm really interested in automotive, pursuing it as a career. Jefferson College has all the great tools, books, everything you're going to need in your career. Their instructors are great, and it is really interesting learning different parts of the car.
Jefferson College offers outstanding instructors teaching in state-of-the-art classrooms. The automotive shop area has the latest in precision tools.
I believe one of the strongest parts of our program for Jefferson College students is we do not let the student leave until they understand the processes involved. We work with the students one-on-one until they are comfortable enough in the knowledge they have and the skill level that they have that they can perform at industry level.
Instruction includes brake jobs, machining drum and rotor, tune-ups, engine repair, cylinder head work, wheel alignment, and electrical work.
I was very impressed with the professors here. I talked to both of them. They were very awesome. I like the fact that the campus is very close to home and it's affordable. And the employers that I talked to were very impressed with Jefferson College students.
Jefferson College graduates get jobs in their field. The Automotive Technology Department has a 95% success ratio with graduates working at many companies throughout the area.
What the employer was looking for was people with fresh minds that know the new technology and all those things I learned here at Jefferson College.
Discover your future with automotive technology at Jefferson College.
Well, here we go with the second half as DeSoto with a 10-point lead. They will have the basketball. At midcourt, on the far side, across from the scorer's table, Riando inbounds. And finds Taylor Carey. Karen swings it left to Kroninger. He spots up for a three. Pinball's out. Rebound on the left side to Riando. DeSoto will reset the offense.
They set that play right out of the blocks to get that three for Kroninger. Almost knocked it home.
Setting picks. And here's DeClue pulling up on the right side, and he's going to be called for the offensive fouls. He pushed off. Got a nice feed, but pushed off to get open and put up the shot. Referee's right there to make the call. It goes back to Crystal City.
Shanklin getting run over there by DeClue. Might have done a little bit of acting there, however. He did draw some contact. Good job by Jericho Shanklin.
Shanklin, right wing, gives to Santos. He lost the handle, dribbled it off his leg. Turnover against Crystal City. Not a good start for them on their first offensive drive.
That's just a lack of concentration by Joao Santos right there.
So it's DeSoto with a 10-point lead over the timeline. Karen, left wing, Jones. Now to Kroninger. And falling to the ground was DeClue, and the ball's picked off by Santos. He's going to take it all the way to the basket. Missed it. Oh, and the follow-up jam by Cannon was missed. Back come the Dragons. Big block by Beeler on Kroninger's drive. Down court, down the right sideline, the pass to Santos. He'll hand off to Shanklin. Boy, Cannon tried to electrify the Crystal City faithful.
Almost did it.
And couldn't hit the jam. What a play that would have been. No look pass underneath for Heinman. He lost the handle, and DeSoto picks it off.
Great pass by Shanklin. He had the right idea. Hindman wasn't ready for it.
Too far under the basket as well. Krodinger, left wing beyond the three-point arc. Pass up top, three pulled by DeClue, and that one rims out. Rebound Hindman.
Expect DeClue to do that because during the halftime when they came out to shoot, Coach Davis was passing him the basketball beyond the arc and forcing him to shoot from that very spot, almost right to the right at the top of the key.
Santos, right wing pass given to Shanklin. Jericho, the southpaw, puts it on the floor. Middle of the floor, hands off left wing to Santos. Santos inside the arc to the baseline, lays it up off the window and good.
Drew some contact there. Surprisingly, there was no foul.
First bucket of the second half by either team. Crystal City trims the lead to 8. DeClue up high. Left wing beyond 3 to Karen. Now it's Jones, middle of the floor. Back for Karen.
Both teams playing pretty stifling defense right now.
Jones trying to drive baseline, cut off there. Now to Riando. Riando's going to make a move in. Missed it. Can't hit the layup. He hit the bottom of the rim. Crystal City the rebound. Shanklin lost it. And then Cannon had it for a moment. And it's taken back by DeSoto. Wide open layup with the left hand. Good finger rolled through by Corey DeClue.
Coach Breeze wondering where the foul was on that, as Riando took it away from Shanklin, but a lot of contact.
Soto back up 10. Baseline to Cannon. Now to Hindman. He'll take the jumper from the baseline. Got the 15-footer to go. Tough shot.
Little give and go action between Cannon and Hindman there. Cannon's got to touch the ball on offense more.
Hindman needs to shoot just like that the rest of the game. They need him to step up. DeSoto working it all around the perimeter. DeClue left wing. Hands off to Karen, middle of the floor. 4:15 to play here in quarter number 3. 26-18 DeSoto. Here's Riando cutting in. Challenging Cannon, a big block and takeaway. Cannon never left his feet.
That wasn't much of a block. He just literally ripped that ball right out of Riando's hands.
Shanklin trying to make something happen, and a block inside against DeSoto. It'll be against Riando. Non-shooting foul. And we're going to get a timeout by DeSoto. 3:59 to play, third quarter, 26-18. DeSoto on top of Crystal City. We'll leave it here as it's a 30-second timeout.
And Ryan, right now, Crystal City, both DeSoto and Crystal coming out not doing their greatest jobs on offense. It kind of looks like it was in the first half, almost like neither team made any halftime adjustments. Still both kind of playing out of control. Crystal is 2 of 4 shooting in the half. However, they have 3 turnovers. DeSoto, on the other hand, only 1 turnover, but they're just 1 of 6. So kind of the same story as we saw in the first half. However, Crystal City's turnovers have really, really hurt them, and it continues to bite them here as we're halfway through the third quarter.
That jump shot that was hit by Hindman on the baseline was the first Crystal City point scored by someone other than Cannon, Santos, and Shanklin. That's the way this offense works, though. Those are the 3 guys in double figures. Nobody more than 13, nobody less than 12.
Big 3 for Crystal City. And they need all 3 of those guys, but they need some role players to step up, especially in a game like this.
Cannon kicks it out to Beeler. He'll take the long 2-point bucket, missed everything, rebound Riando. Not exactly a great play coming back from a timeout.
He had the open look, he just got a little bit too antsy. He might have been working out in that new weight room in DeSoto a little earlier.
Here's Krodinger, jump shot from the baseline right side, 15-footer no good, Crystal the rebound. Shanklin inside the arc, then takes it back out. Vaughn, left wing, right wing I should say, trying to feed Cannon, instead hands off to Shanklin.
DeSoto doing a good job not allowing Cannon on the inside.
There's a foul on DeSoto as Cannon was bumped as he tried to make his move, got the ball down low, and it might be Gimmer again who held him, and Gimmer's going to pick up his 3rd.
I mentioned Cannon needs to get more touches on the offensive end, but right now they're playing man-to-man, but they've got those 2 shadows. It's always going to be a triple team on Lance Cannon.
Vaughn on the right wing. Inside the arc, lost the handle, and then tips it to Shanklin. Shanklin beyond the arc, right side. Up top, Vaughn. Left wing, Santos. Baseline corner, Beeler. Now to Vaughn cutting in. Takes the long two-pointer. Missed it. Rebound, Beeler. Bounce pass underneath for Cannon. Layup, no good. No foul as he took some contact. Back comes DeSoto. Jump shot, right wing, off the elbow. Adam Jones buries it from 12.
There was a ton of contact on that last play, and Coach Breeze took his jacket off. He's ready to start yelling right now. He is yelling, actually.
Cannon, left block, backing his way in on O'Day. Can't get that one to fall home, but he is fouled. This time he will shoot free throws.
That might have been a makeup call for the last one, because the last time Cannon got nailed as he went up for that shot, and this time not as much contact, but enough for the referee to blow the whistle.
You could possibly say makeup call, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit.
They're going to say that Cannon was not in the act of shooting, so
no, they're going to change it. They're changing it. He's going to go to the line. This is the way DeSoto likes to play, though. This is their type of game. Very physical. They don't mind the whole low-scoring thing. They don't need to score a ton of points again, as we mentioned before, but they love the low-scoring type of games. They're playing DeSoto basketball right now.
First free throw good for Lance Cannon. First point for him in the second half. Lead is to 9. He can make it an 8-point deficit on this next one. That was Brandon O'Day's first foul. And Cannon missed the second. Right side rebound to Karen. DeSoto with a 9-point lead. Left corner, Jones. Dribbles to the wing, now stops, still beyond the arc. Up top, the pass given to Riendo. Back for Jones, left wing. He's going to drive baseline, cut off there, and a foul's going to be called. That'll be against Jake Beeler.
That's a very physical game, and that's a tough call on Beeler, but he shoved off with the forearm there.
Soto inbounds again. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the third. 28-19 DeSoto. Karen. Up top for Kroninger, down low. And O'Day is fouled by Lance Cannon. O'Day will shoot free throws as Cannon just picked up his third.
Cannon knew it. As soon as he went up in the air, he knew he was in trouble. Good job by O'Day.
Coach Breeze wants a timeout. He wants a full timeout as well. We'll take a break. 2:03 to go, third quarter. DeSoto up 28-19. We are back in 60 seconds on KJF. Brandon O'Day goes to the free throw line for DeSoto, shooting 2. 4 team fouls have been whistled against DeSoto in the second half, 2 against Crystal City. O'Day's first foul shot, good.
And there's a lane violation. They called a lane violation on Brandon O'Day.
Wave off the first one.
Give credit to Santos as he was pointing out the foot of O'Day looked like it was over the line.
Next one by O'Day. Good. So he hits 1 of 2. 10-point DeSoto lead, 29-19. Santos in the right corner. On the wing for Shanklin. Up top, Beeler. Back around the horn it will go. Shanklin up top between the circles. At the free throw line for Cannon. He'll take the jumper from there. Left it short. Shanklin the rebound. Stick back on his dribble penetration is missed, but he did draw the foul.
Good job by Jericho Shanklin. Just getting himself to the free throw line. Crystal City just needs to get buckets any way they can. They need to get points any way they can.
And he left the first one short.
Crystal now just 2 of 6 at the line. That's hurt them all season long.
And he'll miss them both. DeSoto the rebound. Jones slices through the paint, pulls up near the free throw line, shot pinballs out. Rebound, Kroninger, and he's fouled. Free throws coming up for John Kroninger. They're going to get Santos with the foul. That'll be his second.
Kroninger's been to the line a ton tonight.
This will be attempt number 8 and 9. Hits the first, gives him 10. And that one, second one, rimmed out. Rebound O'Day. Missed the stick back, and the rebound to Shanklin. Crystal dodged a bullet there. Shanklin down the heart of the lane, and he's going to step out, and they're going to call a block foul underneath on DeSoto. Shanklin just kind of went around him. I think O'Day almost tried to draw a charge.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. O'Day can do that. He weighs a little bit more than Jericho Shanklin. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot more than Jericho Shanklin. Shanklin won't be able to knock him over more than 1 time out of 10 maybe.
O'Day's a big, strong kid.
Yes, he is.
Bristol City with the ball. They dump it inside for Cannon. The ball is out of bounds. Bristol just having a hard time getting the ball into the low post of their big man.
Well, DeSoto's double teaming him even when he doesn't have the basketball. That used to be illegal defense, but I believe they took that rule out. So he's being double.
That's only in the pros.
But I mean, he's having a tough time.
Santos, nice dribble penetration. In fact, he didn't even have to dribble. He got the ball 2 steps away from the basket and just skied and finger rolled it home.
He makes things look so easy when he goes up to the basket. It's amazing.
30-21. DeSoto still with a 9-point lead. They have the ball. Karen looking to dump it inside. Instead hands off to Jones. Jones spins away from Beeler. Inside the arc, pull-up jumper. And he couldn't get it to fall. A foul against Crystal City. That was a nice stop right in traffic by Jones to get his defender by him. He missed the jumper, but he does have free throws coming up.
That's going to be 3 on Jake Beeler, and he didn't like that call at all right there.
Beeler's got 3, Cannon's got 3, Shanklin and Santos each have 2. And the free throw rims out, no good for Jones. Jones came in a 53% free throw shooter. 43 seconds remaining in the third. Jones pushes the lead back to 10 as he hits 1 of 2 at the line. 31-21. And down court, DeSoto with a near steal, tips the pass out of bounds.
Shanklin getting a little careless once again. He tried to feed Santos down court, but good job by Adam Jones getting in the passing lane and knocking it out of bounds.
They give it to Vaughn. Vaughn will turn to the left, fire it up top to Santos. Into the corner, Vaughn left side. Try to dump it inside to Shanklin.
Hyndman was trying to set a screen for Cannon in there, and it's very, very tough. Lance Cannon having a tough time just getting the basketball to him.
Ball was knocked out of bounds by the DeSoto defense. 31 seconds remaining in the third. And they give it to Hyndman. Lost the handle for a moment, then put it right back up and in. It's a good job of just sticking with it.
Good job by Hyndman recovering there. There's 20 seconds now in the third.
DeSoto breaks through the press. Karen on the left wing, inside the arc, and then back out. Middle of the floor. Right wing pass given to Krodinger. He'll take the jumper from the top. Missed it. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by DeSoto. Crystal City ball with 4.5 seconds left in the third quarter.
And this is where Shanklin is just going to run.
Shanklin will pick it up, brings it down court. 2 seconds left. Shanklin spots for 3, left it short, and that'll end the third. 31-23 at the end of 3 quarters. DeSoto on top by 8 as we head to the fourth. We're back in 1 minute on 1400 KJFF. the fourth here on KJFF as we return to DeSoto High School. 31-23, Dragons on top.
Crystal still well in this ball game, just down by 8.
Right corner for Heinman. They dump it in for Cannon, and it's tipped out of bounds again.
Cannon's getting a little bit frustrated. They can't get him the basketball. And it's not so much his teammates' fault. It's just DeSoto's defense has been smothering.
Absolutely. If you're covered, it's not easy to get you to the ball. Santos splits the defenders, jump stop in the paint, finger rolls it home, and a chance of a three-point play.
Wow, what a run, what a nice penetration drive by Joao Santos right there.
Foul's going to be picked up by Braden O'Day, which will be his 4th. And Santos can't hit the free throw, and O'Day grabs the rebound. 6-point game after the bucket by Santos. Couldn't hit the free throw, but Crystal is back to within 2 possessions. We got a long, long, long way to go. O'Day hands off to Karen. Has it top of the key. Right wing pass. A little handoff, if you will, to Jones. Now it's Karen. They dump it in for O'Day. Spins, fall away, missed it. Rebound, Krodinger, stick back, good, no foul. And John Krodinger with a chance at a three-point play.
Krodinger's had some kind of ball game, the leading scorer coming in for DeSoto, but he's had a heck of a ball game, stepped up very nicely when, again, it's a very low-scoring game. I believe he's the only one in double digits.
Yes, that's exactly right. He's got a dozen, which is almost right at his season average, you know, and he's proven to a lot of people, I think, tonight that he's more than just a perimeter shooter.
Yeah, he's played very, very well on the inside.
Free throw is good. 13 on the night for Krodinger.
Great job by Santos getting back, but he couldn't finish.
Missed the layup, couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Soto. It's back up to a 9-point Dragons lead. Karen in trouble, finds Jones. Baseline Riendo. Skip pass to the top for DeClue.
DeSoto's going to try and work some clock here, make sure they get a good shot.
Krodinger, right wing, trying to get around Santos. Now to Jones. Jones, jump stop near the free throw line, turns and hands off to DeClue. And fouled is Adam Jones as he got hip checked, if you will, by Jake Beeler, which will be his 4th.
Mason's going to check in for Beeler, but again, DeSoto will love to play this style of basketball, just slow things down, and unless that shot is wide open, and they might even pass up a perimeter 3 if it's wide open, unless it is absolutely wide open, they would be content just running out this last 6:27.
Riendo with it. Over the timeline. Almost travels and does so. Couldn't quite stick that pivot foot. He got in trouble. Good job by Crystal's defense that took away all the passing lanes. No chance for Riendo. See if Crystal can capitalize after the turnover. Shanklin left wing, beyond 3. Cut off on the baseline. He's going to pull up for the long 2 and got it. That's the first bucket and points of the second half for Jericho Shanklin.
He's had a rough night so far.
Definitely. Only 5 for the game. Came in averaging almost 13.
But really, Crystal City offensively has had a rough night. And again, all the credit goes to DeSoto's defense.
Riendo up top between the circles, left wing, hands it off to Karen. Karen's going to take it all the way to the basket, almost traveled. And he's able to take advantage of that matchup with Justin Vaughn. He had the height advantage and took it strong to the basket. That's the first bucket for Karen. Vaughn, he's trying to post up as well. Back up top it goes, now down low for Cannon. He's fouled, and free throws coming up for Lance Cannon as he got bumped before he made that spin move. Right as he made that spin move. That's going to be Krodinger's 3rd.
And again, DeSoto will gladly put Lance Cannon on the line. He is not a great free throw shooter.
He hits the first. Substitution comes in for Crystal City. We don't have a number for him. Both free throws good for Lance Cannon.
Saw him in the JV game. He looked pretty quick, so he might be in there to maybe draw some fouls, pick up some fouls. Not sure.
36-29 DeSoto. Up by 7, 5 minutes to go. Adam Jones, right wing, steps inside the arc, pulls up off the elbow, hits a 10-footer on the wing.
Good job by Jones.
He's got 10.
To create some open space.
He's had a nice night. Lob pass in for Cannon, spins, lays it up and through. Cannon's got 13. Lead is right back down to 7 once more. DeSoto in trouble in the backcourt and a timeout taken by Coach Davis. He saw that 10-second violation was coming. He called the timeout, full timeout. We'll come back in 60 seconds on 1400 KJFF. 4:29 to play in this ball game, 38-31. It is a 7-point lead for DeSoto. Dragons back from the timeout, inbounding near midcourt. They'll give in the backcourt to DeClue, and he'll bring it over the timeline. Instead, no, hands off to Karen, and a quick foul against Rothweiler of Crystal City.
Rothweiler seeing his first action of the season. What a tough game to put him in. However, he did show he put on a good showing in the JV game, and you can play 5 quarters in a night according to high school basketball rules. So, again, put on a good showing, and Coach Breeze showing a little bit of confidence in him, as now it's going to be a 1-1 for Taylor Karen.
First one up and through. Big shot. (39-31). Make it 40. Both free throws good.
Crystal needs to, obviously they need to score on offense, but they need to get some stops on defense here.
9-point lead for DeSoto. A little over 4 minutes to go. Baseline to Cannon. He'll take it from there. Missed it. Left it short on the front rim. Rebound Karen. Jones for 3 in the left corner. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Riendo. Wisely pulls it out. DeSoto will run a little clock off here as well. DeClue lost the handle, picks it back up, finds Riendo.
Again, DeSoto's going to play just slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
They're going to call a foul away from the ball. Or is it going to be on Cannon? Nope.
They got Mason with that foul, a holding foul. It's going to be a 1-1 for Adam Jones.
Mason called for his first. Jake Beeler's back in, replacing Rothweiler. Adam Jones shooting a 1-1. Hit 1 of 2 earlier. Missed this one. A big rebound for Cannon on the left side.
That's Crystal's first rebound here at the 4th quarter.
Nice crossover by Shakelin. Now hangs in the air. Missed the runner. Awkward shot. Shakelin trying to tie him up and then commits the foul with 3:28 to go. Riendo will shoot free throws. He'll be shooting a 1-1. This will be the 9th team foul against Crystal City.
It's going to come down to free throw shooting for DeSoto, and Matt Gimmer, the best free throw shooter on the team, just checked into the ball game. So, you know, Coach Davis knows what it's going to come down to is DeSoto's just going to, on the offensive end, when they get the ball, they're going to slow things down, force Crystal City to foul them, and just waste as much time off the clock as possible.
And Riendo misses the front end of the 1-1. 9-point lead for DeSoto. Shanklin into the corner for Mason. Mason cut off on the baseline. Pass is picked off. Try to get it to Cannon. Now it's taken back by Stuart Mason. Mason taking it down low. And they're going to call a charge against Stuart Mason underneath. A little bit out of control, and DeSoto held their ground defensively. Was that Gimmer who took that?
That was Gimmer once again. That's the second one he's taken tonight.
Offensive foul will not result in free throws for DeSoto, but that is 10 team fouls against Crystal City. You see this one slipping away. Left wing beyond 3. Corey DeClue.
Crystal's going to have to come out and guard them because they will hold the ball forever.
DeClue beyond the three-point arc. Cannon came up high to receive it. Finds Krodinger. Just over 2.5 minutes left. DeClue beyond the arc, right side. Dribbles to the middle of the floor, hands off to Krodinger, left wing. Back for DeClue.
And they'll do this for the rest of the ball game. Crystal's going to have to foul. And I know there's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, but they're going to have to think about fouling right now because they're down 3 possessions.
Problem is you don't have a lot of guys that have fouls to give.
Justin Vaughn's one of them, and there he goes.
That'll be Vaughn's first.
At this point, though, you can't really worry about who's got this many fouls and who's got that many fouls because you're down by 9 points, and Coach Breeze is going to call a timeout. You just got to get the ball back.
2:05 to go. 40-31. DeSoto leading Crystal City back in 60 seconds on 1400 KJFF. Matt Gimmer goes to the free throw line for DeSoto. He'll be shooting 2. DeSoto trying to push that lead back up to double figures. And Gimmer misses the first of 2. Came in as an 86% free throw shooter. 24 of 28, he missed the first.
Don't expect him to miss them both, though. Very good free throw shooter. Be surprised if he missed the second one.
Missed it. Right side rebound, Beeler.
Spoke too soon.
Santos controlling for the Hornets. Into the corner for Mason. Cut off on the baseline. Now it's Beeler with it. Pass to the top for Shanklin. Down low. Cannon got free. Lays it home and drew the foul. Chance at a three-point play for Lance Cannon.
I think they're going to get Riendo. They did get Riendo on that one. He came in very late.
Tried to strip that ball away. That'd be the third on Riendo. Chance at a three-point play here for Lance Cannon. 3 for 4 at the line tonight.
Stuart Mason is going to check in the ball game for Cannon. So Coach Breeze really counting on Cannon to knock this shot down. It'll be a foul type of a situation, offense-defense with Cannon and Mason.
And he got it. Cannon's got 16. 6-point lead for the DeSoto Dragons. 1:46 to play. Cannon comes out. They don't want him picking up his 5th foul. You can bet Crystal's going to be fouling quickly. And there it is. Jake Beeler fouled Karen, and Beeler's checking out.
That's 5 on Jake Beeler, so he's done.
Did not score tonight. Played a little bit under the weather. Of course, he's one of those guys, he doesn't look to score very often.
When you've got 3 guys in double figures scoring, you know what your bread and butter is, and you're just kind of the role player. You do all the small things, and Jake Beeler's great at doing all the small things. And he's as much of a team player as you're going to find.
Taylor Karen back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. First one off the mark.
DeSoto's missed their last 5 free throws. They started off 3 of 3, and now they're 0 for the last 5.
And that one's good. Karen will hit 1 of 2 on this trip. Quickly ahead to Santos. Minute 40 left. 41-34 DeSoto. Here's an open 3 for Vaughn. High arcing jumper, no good. And the weak side rebound run down by Cannon. Now it's Shanklin. Spins, heaves up a prayer. Called for traveling. Ball back to DeSoto. This has not been one of Jericho Shanklin's good outings this season. He's been pressing, trying to do too much.
Absolutely. Not happy with the call, but he was way out of control. I don't know if it was a travel, a block, a charge, or what. The referee got the travel. He was out of control.
Yeah, it was a travel call. Dragons inbound. They quickly get it to Gimmer, and there's the reach in by Rothweiler. This will send Gimmer to the free throw line.
It's 2 shots for DeSoto the rest of the way, so if they can hit their free throws, they should be able to put this one away.
And Gimmer went 0 for 2 earlier. Minute 22 left. Still got a little bit of time. She got to hit shots, and easy shots have not come easy for Crystal City this entire night.
They haven't really put the ball up from the perimeter a whole lot.
Gimmer missed the first one.
Wow.
You can almost feel shades of that Howe Central game in the championship of the Steighorst tournament in December, where DeSoto was awful at the free throw line and more or less cost them the game. Gimmer will hit 1 of 2. Crystal brings it down court. 3 for Santos. Missed it. Big rebound. Cannon lays it back up. Missed it, then tipped it back up and in. Timeout taken by Coach Breeze. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We will leave it here.
Still a 6-point game. Still plenty of time. The way DeSoto's shooting free throws right now, you never know what can happen in this ball game. So not over yet for Crystal City, but they've got a lot of work to do because DeSoto's defense has been, I mean, this is as good as I've seen them play this season. I mean, they played great all year long, but as far as the games that we've done at DeSoto, the Festus game, I thought they did a great job, but tonight they're putting on a clinic on how to play defense.
Lance Cannon has had a very quiet night for scoring 18 points.
I didn't even realize he's got 18 points. If you would have asked me right now how many points Lance Cannon had, I'd probably said maybe 10. It's very quiet. You're absolutely right. He's got half of his team points, but DeSoto has done such a good job denying the basketball. He's gotten a couple touches in the last few possessions, but really throughout the entire game, Cannon's been frustrated. I'm sure he won't even know he's got 18 points the way DeSoto's defense has played against him tonight.
DeSoto inbounds to Gimmer. Vaughn commits the foul with 1:09 to play. Justin Vaughn will commit his second personal, sending Gimmer back to the free throw line. He is only 1 for 4. 42-36. 6-point lead for DeSoto. They'll try to increase that.
Gimmer, a very good free throw shooter again. Just 1 of 4 tonight, but Coach Davis put him in the ball game for this situation. He expects him to knock these shots down.
Gimmer hits the first.
Back to a 3-possession game. Crystal's got to think about it. Not quite yet hitting threes, but they need to think about it.
Gimmer hits them both on this trip. 44-36. Just over a minute left. Dumps it inside for Cannon, spins, and tough angle on the baseline. It rims out. Riendo the rebound. He is fouled with 52 seconds left.
And Crystal, you can see they're a little bit dejected by their body language. They look exhausted. Crystal City looks exhausted right now, and you got to think that lack of depth on the bench really has hurt them tonight as well.
Perhaps. It's been a long game, too.
Everybody walking around, hands on their hips. You know, Cannon's played tough ball games. Shanklin, Santos, Heinman, Vaughn, all 5 of their guys on the floor have played very, very tough, but they are exhausted.
And Riendo's first free throw rims out.
And they're still in this game, believe it or not. Only down by 8, and if Riendo can hit this, it'll be 9.
45-36 DeSoto. 50 seconds left. Here's a 3. Pulled and drilled by Shanklin. 40 seconds left. There's the foul by Heinman on Taylor Karen. Now it's a 2-possession game yet again as Karen goes to the free throw line.
Still plenty of time. 39 and a half seconds to go, so there's still time. But DeSoto's got to start missing free throws. Well, they have to miss these free throws, I should say, and Crystal City has to capitalize on the offensive end.
First one good for Karen. Gives him 6, all coming in the second half. Both are good. 47-39, 37 seconds left. Vaughn right wing. Long 3, missed it. Rebound, Heinman, stick back, missed it. O'Day boxes out against the board and is fouled with 27 seconds left.
And these free throws by O'Day probably could be the nail in the coffin for Crystal City tonight. If he can knock both of these down, that's a 10-point ball game. And with 27.8 to go, I don't know if Crystal City can do that. Some of the faithful for Crystal City starting to feel it slipping away here. Not that they really ever had it, because DeSoto has just played an absolutely fantastic ball game.
I want to thank Jewel Master Jewelers in Crystal City for helping to sponsor tonight.
Cynthia Cherry CPA as well, another one.
O'Day hits 1 of 2 at the line. Cannon the rebound as the second shot was missed.
They're gonna have to jack up threes here.
Heineman for 3 from the top, no good. Rebound O'Day with 16 seconds left, and another foul committed by Shanklin. 8-point DeSoto lead. It looks like they're going to get the victory here to stay undefeated in league play, and Crystal will take not only their first loss of the season in league play, but just their second overall.
And Crystal didn't play a solid ball game. They were a little bit anxious to begin with. They didn't shoot the ball very well. They just didn't play. They played DeSoto style of basketball. That's why they lost this game. But again, on the other end, the other side of the spectrum, to say DeSoto really forced Crystal City to play their style of basketball. So you have to give DeSoto just as much credit, because they played an absolutely great ball game. They came in here with a game plan and they executed it flawlessly, especially on the defensive end.
O'Day missed both free throws. Rebound Heineman. Santos pulls up for 3, right wing. Missed it. Rebound underneath is out of bounds. And it's going to be DeSoto basketball.
I believe they got a foul. They called a foul on Shanklin.
Jericho commits, I believe, his 4th. DeSoto chance of na-na-na-na, hey, goodbye. And prior to that, overrated.
Crystal's not overrated. I wouldn't say that necessarily, but
you got to look at the classifications too.
Well, you know, and DeSoto's a very good basketball team, and there's no taking away from that. They're a very good basketball team, but so is Crystal City, and Crystal City did not play their best basketball. Neither did DeSoto. DeSoto didn't play their best basketball, but defensively is how they got it done.
Gimmer hits 1 of 2 at the line. 48-39, 6 seconds left. 3 by Vaughn. Missed. Rebound Dragons, and that will do it for the ball game. And DeSoto survives it 48-39. They were undefeated conference champions last year. They're undefeated so far this year.
Big win for the DeSoto Dragons, and they've left this crowd in Dragon Nation very, very happy. Everybody going home with a smile on their face.
Final score yet again, DeSoto 48, Crystal City 39. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on 1400 KJFF.